Good evening. If you've had a day like I've had, you're going to need some sage. So, here you go. Good evening. So I'm blowing some good vibes your way. Settling myself down into my body. Yeah. Been one of those days in the world. So if you need some sage, just let it waft over you. Hello, hello. All right. So, welcome to Tuesday nights, Tea and Stones. I'm Rihanna. I'm the Stone Maven here at the Dreaming Goddess, and thank you for joining me. I hope you're all well. Yeah, I hope you're settling in from your day. And hello, hello. Yeah, glad to see you all there. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. So, tonight's guest for our show is Labradorite. Don't they look gorgeous? All reflective. It's one of my favorite stones, and I'm happy to we talk about it a lot because we sell it a lot on the live show, but I just thought let's give it its own time. So, Labradorite is a feldspar mineral. Moonstone is its sister stone. So moonstone is also a type of feldspar, kind of connected to the full moon energy, and Labradorite is connected to the darker goddess, the crone goddess, perfect for this time of the year. So it's all about bringing light into the darkness. Oh yeah, it's a lot of people's favorite stone, which is cool. So I'm happy to be talking about that for all of you who love this stone. So Labradorite, let's see if I can get this to do its iridescent magic here. There we go. So it's all about how the light hits the stone. Because here it looks like, oh, what's happening there? You kind of go, there might be some magic in there. And boom, there it is. And they vary on the labradorescence, which is the technical term that they took from labradorite and called it labradorescence. And it's similar to fire agate and the moonstone, of course. And there's other stones that do this too, larvikite, arfedsonite, that have this shimmery stuff. Larvikite is also a type of feldspar. It's actually feldspar comes from larvikite, which is shimmery like this, but it's gray and black and beige, more white. So this comes from layers of parallel layers and layers, micro layers of the mineral forming, and then the light shimmers in and finds its way in there and makes this beautiful shimmer. Look at this one. Green, blue. So they shine on every side. So let's talk about what the labradorite does for us. Way back 20 years ago, when I first started, 25 years ago when we first opened, Melody's book was the only book. Love is in the Earth is the only book that you could really find about stones. I want to read to you what she called it the Temple of the Stars. And she claimed that the luminescence is derived from extraterrestrial origins, which is enclosed in the mineral to bring the galactic evolved energies from other worlds to the Earth plane. Yeah. Now, I know how the luminescence is created, and I believe that all the minerals that we have, our whole planet, is extraterrestrial origins. So yes, I agree with what she says, because it's true. All these minerals have come from far out in the galaxy and was, drawn here by our gravitational field when the Earth was forming. And so it's true. So it's got this trapped extraterrestrial energy in there. Pretty magic, if you ask me. It's one of the most magic stones that we have, and it's connected to deep magic because it opens up our psychic abilities. It's great for journeying and doing underworld journeys. It's great for all the audience, all the clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentient. It's great for all of our psychic abilities. It helps to open all of that up. All of our third eye gets widely opened when we hang out with Labradorite. And the color schemes change, right, from stone to stone. So they're going to change how they affect you also. So those with the blues and the purples, because some have beautiful purples, are going to be more focused on that psychic abilities and speaking it, interpreting it, clarity for the mind. And then you're going to get more of the yellows and greens and oranges. They're going to activate more of your lower chakras, which is perfect for manifesting. So let's stick with the third eye, with the magic part of it for a moment, and I'll get more into how it affects us in our other chakras. So magic and the mysteries are completely enrolled in this stone, again, because it goes from dark to light in this way that's unsuspecting, right? Just like our psychic abilities and our intuition just come, boom, there we are. We have this download and we suddenly have information. It's the same kind of way that our psychic abilities, they just suddenly, you get a download. You can't schedule those. So it's that unexpected delight that comes with that. Labradorite creates a protective field around your aura, protecting internally. So it's a really good stone, especially if you have psychic vampires in your life. It helps to protect our internal energy from leaking, from being sucked out of us. So it's different than a protective stone. It's more about protecting your energies and your internal workings. So that's a really lovely bonus of this stone. It's good for the workplace because it creates harmony around people. Harmony, it creates a calm. It helps people to be courteous. It also helps us to look inside. It's really an inward calling stone, right? It takes, funny, I'm distracted because the yoga studio upstairs is having some kind of Zoom class and they're banging and dancing on the floor here. So that's just kind of funny. So sorry about my distraction. All right, I'm going to not care about their dancing. So because it works with our inner energies, Labradorite works with our inner energies, our inner elemental workings. If you've done any work with me or any other shamanic practitioner and have the bands of power, this stone is such a good stone for you to work with your bands of power because it taps into each of the chakras and each of the elements and brings their energies forward. So in terms of magic, it works with our own innate powers, brings them to the surface. It allows us to connect to our guides, connect to our own inner knowing, and better navigate our lives. I've always thought and aspired to Labradorite being the stone to connect you to your destiny, and always about navigating the change in your life. It's been a great stone this year for navigating through all the changes that we've been going through. And as we head into the next wave, we don't know what kind of changes we're going to have to be making in our life. So it's a good stone to be carrying. So, and it helps us to tap into our destiny because it's bringing out the best in us. It's bringing out strength. It's bringing out perseverance. It's bringing out our spontaneity. All right? So they all help us to move forward. It has an energy that helps our imagination to be sparked, bringing new ideas. So when look at this one, is really pretty. See the purple in there? Purples and yellows. Oh, yeah. So when you have a stone that flashes like this and has all that beautiful images in there, it helps our creative side to start getting active and seeing things in here, seeing faces, seeing pictures. There's some blue in there. The flash is mostly on this side, on this one. I want to read something else to you. This is also by Melody and Judy Hall. It's a paragraph with both their words in it. Matriarch of the unconscious, that's what they're calling Labradorite, providing clarity of our inner messages and instructions on how to put them into action. As the matriarch of the subconscious, Labradorite brings forgotten memories to light and facilitates their understanding. It encourages contemplation and introspection, bringing the clarity of intellectual thought and intuitive wisdom to help dispel illusions, determine the root cause of an issue, and bring one to peace. It is an uplifting crystal, helping to banish fears and insecurities while enhancing faith and resilience in oneself and trust in the universe. That's a darn good paragraph. So I really love that it's helping us to just see clearly, reach far, and stay on track. Hi, Yvette. So it's for a shamanic practitioner like myself, it's a really good stone for allowing myself to stay tethered and grounded and journey far out. So it's kind of like, having an anchor while we have a very long string so that we can do this otherworldly meditation where we can really... Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that, Beth. It's good to do this high level meditation work with and still stay very grounded and stay in the body. So that's a really nice quality. So it's helping us to reach up and yet reach up, release the limits, and stay grounded while we're doing that. We can't manifest our dreams and head towards our destiny if we can't imagine it and bring it into the physical. So this is a wonderful manifestation tool to bring us closer and closer to where we're supposed to be. The stone Labradorite facilitates the work necessary to get to that place, like understanding who we are, all the sides of us. Again, it has to do with that shadow work, right? From the dark comes the light. So it's bringing that light into the dark. And so we have to expose things about ourselves that are hard. And that Labradorite actually tempers the stuff about ourselves that we don't necessarily like. So it helps to calm, relax, takes away that urge to be quick to anger. It curbs that, which is very, very nice. It's a nice quality that happens. What else? Let me show you some other pieces. Blue, blue, blue. And this is a much more raw piece. And in even the back, you can see the blue straight through the raw. So these are, we have them in every size, every shape. We have them raw, we have them, you know, tumbled, we have palm stones. You just never know till the light hits them just right. Let's see, what else do I want to tell you? Oh, so another stone that you might have Labradorite as your countertops. So it's not actually fully Labradorite. It's called anorthosite. It's a type of Labradorite that doesn't have all the color. It's closer to a larvikite, but they do make countertops out of it. So that's a beautiful thing to have in your kitchen. I think my sister might have that in her house when she had her kitchen redone. So there's variations of this stone that are actually very accessible that you can use in your house. How fun, right? I think that's all that I got for you. So persevere with your Labradorite. Tap into your inner strength. Be fluid in these changing times, because they're going to start changing and changing rapidly again. We need to be able to stay firm-footed, right? Stay centered, stay calm, stay connected to what's next for you. I've allowed this crazy year, this crazy pandemic, to catapult you into the right next thing for you. I just read something today that in 1609, when the pandemic hit Europe, Shakespeare's theaters were shut down. And during the time of the pandemic, Shakespeare wrote Macbeth, he wrote Cleopatra, and he wrote a handful of others. So let this be a time where you find out what you're supposed to be doing and really push yourself towards a new goal. All right, my friends. Keep breathing deep. Keep the fear at bay. Be kind to one another as we begin to, again, navigate this strange new territory, and be kind to the people around you, because you just don't know how this pandemic is affecting each one of us differently. So let us remember that as we, again, head into the change. Keep your Labradorite close. Mwah! Know that you are loved, my friends. Be well. Catch me tomorrow at noontime. Oh, tomorrow at noontime, I've got really fun things to talk about. I'm going to talk about the new Thieves Do-It-Yourself kit. Yes, we have a kit that I've put together so that you can make your own thieves oil at home. All right, join me tomorrow at noontime. See you then.